Hola, buenos dias a todos. Hello, good morning again to everyone. This is Julio, your Spanish teacher for this Spanish language conversational course. Now we're going to discuss about adjectives or los adjetivos in Espanol. Adjectives describe nouns. You use adjectives all the time. They add creativity, detail, and personality to your sentences. Adjectives help describe people, places, and the things around you. Just be careful with your adjective placement. In English, adjectives comes before the noun that they describe. However, in Spanish, they come after the noun. These are the common adjectives. We have grande for big or large, hermoso for beautiful, pequeño or pequeña for small, rápido, fast, azul, blue, lento, slow. Example, we have the new teacher puts the yellow pencil on the dirty table. I've underlined the first adjective there, but actually we have three adjectives on that sentence. So we have new, we have yellow, and we have dirty. Okay, so the placement, as we can see, is not the same with English adjective placement. La maestra nueva pone el lápiz amarillo en la mesa sucia. Okay, la maestra nueva pone el lápiz amarillo en la mesa sucia. So we don't say la nueva maestra for the new teacher, but the adjective in Spanish is put after the noun it describes. The same with the yellow pencil here. We don't say el amarillo lápiz, but el lápiz amarillo. Then the dirty table, we don't say la sucia mesa, but we say la mesa sucia. So it comes after the noun it describes. Okay, but not always. Again, there are some exceptions. If the sentence is directly translates, so we don't apply the placement rule here. For example, the book is interesting. Okay? El libro es interesante. Okay? The book is interesting. El libro es interesante. It still conveys its meaning. The house is big. La casa es grande. Okay? La casa es grande. And here I have a small dog here. It's not a direct translation, but an actual description of a dog. So we follow the placement rule here of the adjective. Tengo un perro pequeño. We don't say tengo un pequeño perro, but tengo un perro pequeño. Okay, that's the placement of adjective. We also have she is an intelligent student. Ella es una estudiante inteligente. Again, we don't pronounce double L like Elia or Ella. Again, in Spanish, doble L is like Y, pronounced as Y. So it must be ella es una estudiante inteligente. I hope we learned something from it. And then remember that in Spanish, adjectives usually comes after the noun, as what I have said. But sometimes those adjectives that are inherently true are usually put at the front of the noun that it describes, like in English. For example, on this sentences, the white snow, okay? La blanca nieve. We know that snow is inherently or naturally white. That's why its adjective white here is put in front. Okay, not la nieve blanca, but la blanca nieve. Also, the big black boy. El negro chico alto. El negro chico alto. So this adjective black is inherently natural for this boy. That's why it is placed in front of the noun instead of after it. Aside from big, which sometimes varies. That's why el negro chico alto. Also, this sentence, the 77 white doves. So when you're also describing the quantity of a noun, you must also put it in front of the noun. Like here, las 77 palomas blancas. Las 77 palomas blancas. Okay? So I hope we learned something from it, and just for our activities and homework, so we can practice and learn more. List 50 common adjectives in Spanish and choose 10 from it with definition and use it in a sentence. Example, big. In Spanish, it's enorme, or it can be grande, a large size of something. Man, el hombre, man or male person. So this is the sample sentence. The man is big. El hombre is enorme. Okay. Also underline the adjective being used. Note, in Spanish, is can be is or está depending on usage. For permanent state, use es, while está for temporary, because this es came from the infinitive ser, which is to be permanent, while está came from the infinitive estar, which means to be but temporary. So later on the other part, we'll discuss their difference more. Then secondly, record yourself speaking the sentences you have created and follow the renaming of file pattern as usual. So that's all. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Adios.